Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's tutorial, we're going to be making these cute Beetlejuice themed bag charms / pouches. They're really easy to make and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. For this pattern, you're going to need acrylic yarn in lime green, black and white, and in purple. You're also going to be needing cotton thread in lime green and purple as well. You're also going to be needing a G-hook. That is for the acrylic yarn, and you'll also be needing a 1.65 millimeter hook. That is to make the eyes and the skull. You'll need a darning needle, a sewing needle, and a pair of scissors. Now let's get started. Now for the panel, we're going to start with black. We're going to start with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 16. Now starting from the second chain from the hook, you're going to do a single crochet, and then you're going to do 14 more across for a total of 15 single crochet. Now you're going to turn. For round 2, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to do 15 single crochet across. Now on the last stitch, you're not going to finish off the single crochet. Instead, you're going to change into white color, and you'll be finishing off the single crochet with that yarn instead. So just pull it through the 2 loops. Now for round 3, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to make 15 single crochet across in white. And then you'll be repeating the same pattern for round 4 as well. Now for the last single crochet of round 4, you're going to repeat what we did for round 2. You're not going to close it out in white. You'll be finishing off that single crochet in black to change the color of yarn, and then you'll turn it around for row 5, chain 1, and then you're going to do 15 single crochet in black. Now you're going to be repeating this pattern up until row 18, and you'll be switching out the colors for every 2 rows, and row 18, 17 and 18 should be in black. Now finish that off and I'll meet you guys back at the end of round 18. Okay, so now we're at the end of round 18 and we're going to fasten off. And this is how the panel should look like. And now we're going to attach the lime green yarn, but we're going to attach it on this side on the last row of the black. We're going to start off with a slip knot, and we're going to attach the yarn to the last row, and we're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to do 8 more single crochet across for a total of 9. Okay, now once we have our 9 single crochets, we're going to do 6 chains. And then we're going to do 8 single crochet across the following stitch. Then on the last row, we're going to do an increase. Okay, that's the 8th stitch. And now for the 9th stitch in the last row, we're going to do an increase. Then we're going to continue doing single crochets all the way around evenly into each stitch, making an increase in every single corner. Now we're at the end of the round, and in this very last stitch where we did the first stitch, we're going to do a single crochet to make that increase, and then we're going to fasten off. And that is how your first panel should look. Okay, then you're going to repeat this pattern to make the second panel, but on the second panel you're going to do a chain 50 instead of a chain 6, and you're also going to leave a long tail when you fasten off to sew the panels together. And you'll be sewing the panels together from every corner, from the left side all the way to the right side, leaving an opening in the middle. Okay, so when you guys are done with that, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so this is how your charm should look. This is the opening. And now I'm going to show you guys how to do the skull. Now for the skull, we're going to be using a E-hook. I forgot to mention at the beginning, I'm going to be using E-hook because I want the skull to be tighter. But you can also use a G-hook if that's what you're more comfortable with. The skull will come out a bit bigger, but I'm going to use a E-hook. Now for starters, we're going to do a slip knot. Then we're going to chain 5. And we're going to do a single crochet into the second stitch, and then we're going to do 2 more single crochet. In the last stitch we're going to do 3 single crochet, Now on the opposite side, we're going to do 2 single crochet. And in the last stitch, where we did our first stitch, we're going to do 2 single crochet. And now we're going to join into the first stitch with a slip stitch. And that is the end of round 1. Now for round 2, we're going to chain 1. We're going to do an increase in the first stitch. Then you're going to do 2 single crochet. And now we're going to do 3 increases. And now we're going to do 2 half double crochet. And in the last 2 stitches, we're going to do 2 increases. Now you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, And that's it for round 2. Now for round 3, you're going to slip stitch into the next 2 stitches. You're going to chain 1, and in that same stitch where we did the chain 1, you're going to do a single crochet, and then you're going to do 2 more single crochet for a total of 3 stitches. Now you're going to turn your work, chain 1, and you're going to do 3 single crochet. And that's it for round 4, and you're going to fasten off. This is how your skull should be looking, and now I'm going to show you guys how to do the eyes. Now for the eyes, we're going to be working with a cotton thread in size 10 with a 1.65mm hook. You're going to start with a magic ring, chain 1, and we're going to do 8 single crochet. Then you're going to close the ring off, and then you're going to slip stitch from the back of the first stitch. So you're going to insert it through the first stitch. You're going to pull the loop through and fasten off. Make sure you close out the ring good. And that is your first eye. And you're going to repeat this pattern for the second eye. And now I'm going to show you how to place it on the skull. Okay, so this is where you're going to put the eyes right in the very middle of round 1 on each corner. You could either sew or glue them on, and I basically just embroidered 2 lines in the bottom for the skull. And then I sewed it onto the bag charm like this, and this is pretty much it. Now for the second style of this theme pattern, the base pattern is literally my Keroppi pattern, so I'm going to add the link in the description. It's the same pattern, just I alternated the colors scheme every 2 rows, white and black, and then I did the border in lime green. So just follow that pattern and you'll get the same outcome. Then just get creative. You could put a bow on the middle, or you can put a flower, however you want. Now the skull is literally the same pattern we did in purple, except I used the cotton thread, size 10, and the 1.65mm hook. And then for the facial features, I just embroidered the 2 eyes and the mouth the same way, and then I glued it on. And that's basically it. And these patterns are very easy to make. They'll make for great party gifts. This one's pretty spacious, the squared one. You can literally fit in your AirPods with even the charms and still have wiggle room to add a chapstick or some other goodies inside. Or you could make these into party favors for a Halloween party and add candy to it. I think that would be like a really cool idea, especially for kids. I think they'll get a kick out of it. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future tutorials. And please like, share, and comment. And if you make this pattern, please remember to tag me. Bye.